Good morning. Did you know that inventing ideas is a daily process that we are constantly engaged in, which sometimes we never know that we are indeed creating and generating new ideas? So this week I've been reading this book, The Composition of Everyday Life. As a writer, a trainer in communication, I always want to update myself and try to get more information that I will share with my trainees and those who follow me on different social media. So let me ask you, did you know that every time you want to write a post for Instagram, for X, formerly Twitter, for LinkedIn, for TikTok, did you know that in that process you are trying to create new ideas? You are trying to invent ideas. The process of generating ideas, that decision that you make that today I want to make a post. Like now, I've made up a decision that I want to share what I've been reading and why I think it is important. You know, that when you are trying to put together words, what goes in your mind, that process of coming up with the idea of what you want to say, in itself is invention. Invention is important. Creating ideas is important because the challenges that we face currently in the world will require that we find different ideas, different ways of trying to resolve the challenges. Because as it is said, you know, the ideas that were present when we were creating the current challenges that we are facing will not be the same ideas that will help us to address the same challenges. Let's take, for instance, we always talk about climate change, and we talk about local climate action as one of the best pathways that we can address climate change. So as we have, leaders at the global stage in the COPs trying to figure out how to address climate change, the real action is going to take place in local areas. So when I talk to my trainees, of course, these are technical trainees, sometimes they struggle to understand their role in addressing climate change through the actions that they are doing. But in the process of us having the conversation, trying to create sentences, trying to create words, trying to get statements that fit into what they are doing or what they are learning in class, and how that relates to addressing key challenges like climate change, is in itself invention. So when we are talking about invention, it is not a foreign idea. It is something that is happening every day in our everyday life. But then we sometimes don't understand that what we are doing is inventing. So as I share with you in this video, never think that you are inadequate, but try every time you want to do something to imagine of how that is going to impact the other areas of life. For instance, I've kept on telling my trainees, who are of course from different departments in this technical institution. For instance, I tell the plumbing students, trainees, that as you get to acquire the plumbing skills, just imagine of how important those skills will be in terms of climate change adaptation. And when I talk about climate change adaptation, in the rural areas, a place like where I am, climate change adaptation is in form of water conservation. That when we are going to have extended drought, we'll have enough water conserved, piped into different small farms to help smallholder farmers to produce food even when there is drought. And this is one of the climate change adaptation mechanisms that can be easily achieved within rural settings. So as technical trainees are going through the process of acquiring their technical skills, they should be in a position to understand where those skills will be relevant within the community, within the counties where they are, and in the national landscape. But we have to encourage them to see in their everyday life that in their process of them trying to attain skills, they are every day coming up with new ideas, and the ideas which will be relevant in addressing the challenges that we are facing. So why did I decide that I want to share this? The reason is because I know if we understand that every day we are inventing ideas, then we'll be in a position to put more effort in discovering more, in coming up with different solutions. So don't be left behind in whatever that you're doing. Just ensure you continue inventing ideas for the challenges we face. Thank you.